guys, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. I've just sat down for my breakfast. It's the weekend again. Really quick breakfast today, just 2 bagels and 2 poached eggs to start the day off. But as you can see from the title, guys, this video is going to be all about flat bench. If you've been following me for a while on Instagram and YouTube, you probably know that my flat bench out of all of my compounds is the weakest one. It has been for like a while now. Back like a year and a half into my training, when I was making like strength gains and my deadlift and my squat and everything was going up, my bench kind of like plateaued, whether that was down to me not training it right or programming it right. Basically, my bench has always been the weakest compared to my deadlift and my squat. However, recently, guys, my bench progression has been absolutely unreal. I've been really pushing it hard in my strength sessions. Yeah, we're finally pushing some good weight on the bench now. Singles aren't anywhere near obviously what I would like to, and I have some numbers that I would like to hit this year, but basically I have made some solid progression. I've got a few things I need to do this morning, but we're going to be heading off to the gym in a few hours for my push day, where we're going to be starting off with flat bench, and I'm going to be giving you guys 3 of my top tips that have really helped me progress my bench over the last few months. Stay tuned, guys, because hopefully this one will really help some of you out. My freaking legs are an absolute bit. On my high volume leg day on Thursday, I hit sets of 20 on low bar squats, and my quads are not thanking me for it. On top of that, I actually hit deadlifts yesterday as well. Everything is literally just in bits. But today is my last session of the week. Sunday is a rest day, and I feel like we have definitely earned it this week. Alright guys, so I'm going to sit down and eat lunch. It is about an hour until I want to be at the gym to train. So basically we have got a 227 gram rump steak and a whole pouch of basmati rice. Really high carb, super quick and easy. Super quick and easy pre-workout meal. I've got some work to do to finish up what would have been last week's video for you guys. Stop crying. So we're going to get that done, get this meal in, and then head off to the gym in a bit. Alright guys, so we are at the gym and we are ready to hit this push day with full force. As I said earlier, going to be coming at you guys with 3 of my top tips for flat bench. So we're going to get warmed up and then we're going to hop straight in with some sets. Working with 100 kilograms today. It is my hypertrophy push day, so we're going to be aiming for sets of around 10 reps. I'm feeling nice and full. I was also sipping on a pre-workout the whole way here, so I'm feeling the effects of that at the minute. The beta alanine tingles are real. So we're going to hop into the first set, and then I'm going to give you guys tip number 1. Alright guys, so tip number 1 is going to be to find a nice wide grip strength that you can press weight comfortably with. So basically what I mean by this is, I see a lot of people using like a really close grip. Don't get me wrong, close grip obviously a brilliant tricep builder, but in terms of flat bench, a wider grip is going to give you a bigger benefit. The wider you can go, the shorter the range of motion is going to be, especially if you pair that with a really good arch. You're going to be laughing. So a really good rule of thumb, which I actually initially learned from Max Tuning's Instagram stories, is to put your ring finger on the ring of the bar. So if you have like that little gap between the knurling, put your ring finger on there, and that is going to be a good width to hit. If you're used to using a closer grip and you're switching to wide, initially it's going to take a bit of getting used to, but once you do, guys, you're going to reap the benefits. I actually switched this up just before Christmas, maybe like November last year, and yeah, obviously since then the progression has been ridiculous. So if you can get comfortable doing it, switch up your grip, guys, you will not regret it. Next thing, guys, is going to be frequency. If you're trying to progress your bench press in the most efficient way possible, you need to be hitting it at least twice every single week. I hit it once in a strength session and again in a hypertrophy session, which is obviously today's one. This means I'm working at both low and high rep ranges throughout the week, which is going to be good for strength gains. This really goes for any weak movement that you might have, but obviously in this case we're trying to bring the bench up, and frequency is going to be your friend, guys. Training at anything less than twice a week just is not going to be optimal for making progress. If anything, it's going to be even better if you're on like a rotation rather than a weekly split, because then you might be able to hit it 3 times during the week. If you're training for strength, this, you know, could be very taxing on you, but basically you want to be training it at least twice a week. Right, guys, so the last thing that I wanted to cover, probably something that a lot of people might overlook and not really think about, but really it is something that gets neglected all of the time, and that is, are you coming to the gym and training your bench hard enough to see the progression that you want? Are you putting the work in, week out? Are you utilising progressive overload? Are you training to failure, breaking past those barriers that we need to see the progression that we want? So many people come into the gym, chuck the same weight on the bar as last week, do the same sets as last week, 4 sets of 12, 4 sets of 15, 3 sets of 10, you know, and they're not gaining anything from that. You're literally laying down on the bench and pushing the weight from A to B. That is not the way to do it, guys. If you want to make solid progress, especially with compounds like this, you 100% need to be utilising progressive overload. I'm assuming a lot of you guys watching this are going to know exactly what it is, but briefly, it's basically increasing volume or weight every single week. This literally only needs to be in really small increments. For example, you could come in and get a 3x3 at 100 on the flat bench one week. Next week, you could get 2x3 and a set of 4, 3 sets of 4, another set of 3 on the 3x3. Guys, literally anything, as long as you are increasing something from the week before, the session before, you are going to be making progress. I literally can't reiterate how important this is. So many people ask me how I consistently bring up the weight of my deadlift, my squat, my bench. It is literally just progressive overload, guys. It really helps to write everything down in a logbook. You can flick back. If you see the weight is increasing, the reps are increasing, week in, week out, you are making progress, and before you know it, you're going to be at that bench goal that you set for yourself 6 months ago. It's literally so important, guys. Don't get me wrong, obviously the foundation needs to be there, i.e. a calorie surplus. You need to be eating enough food to gain weight, but I would say the next important thing is progressive overload if you're looking to make these strength gains in your training. I literally hit a 120 kilo bench for the first time just before Christmas, and just this week in my strength session on Tuesday, I hit it for 2 sets of 3 on the flat bench. That is a fantastic example of progressive overload, guys. I've basically just been chipping away ever since I hit it for a single, and then we come back to the weight and we hit it for some volume. So guys, if you haven't already, grab yourself a logbook, utilize progressive overload, and you will see the progress come. That is going to do it for the flat bench today. Very successful, actually. That first set that you guys would have seen was actually for 12 reps, which is a huge volume PR for me. Personal PR was 11, so we're 1 rep up on that. Really sick, very happy with that. But as I said, guys, that is going to be it for the flat bench for today. I'm going to get through with the rest of this push session now, but I really hope you guys found these tips helpful and have taken something from it. If you have, smash that thumbs up button for me, guys. As I said, I'm going to get the rest of this push session done, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So just finishing up on the edit, but that is going to be it for this video, guys. As I said earlier, if you have taken anything from this whatsoever, please smash that thumbs up button down below, guys. It would mean a lot to me. Really hope you have enjoyed this video. Drop a comment down below, leave me some feedback, guys. Let me know what you thought, and as always, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, guys, for new videos every single week, and I will see you in the next one.